Welcome back to another video with ya boy, the OG Frenchie. The most OG of all the OGs. In today's video, we're going to be making a knife. And we're going to be doing it out of some reclaimed material that I recently reclaimed from a couple of different places. Number one, I got two of these off of my Hyundai. I had to put on some new struts onto my car. Had an issue with the mounting bracket rusting out. So with a couple of coil springs to use, I think we'll be turning those into several knives. Another thing that I came across recently, I was helping my boss clear out some land from a previous tenant, and he was throwing away a bunch of stuff, and I happened to come across this.
You want me to zoom in?
Yeah, get my good side, would you?
I'm not getting any of your side. Oh, well, I guess a little bit of your side.
Yeah, so zippity-doo-dah day, huh? Heck yeah. A couple of leaf springs off of what I would assume is some sort of a trailer axle. And he was throwing them away and decided, you know what, we'll take this and surely we'll turn this into something cool. So for today's idea, I think I'm going to be using a piece of the coil spring. So we're going to give it a shot. I've never forged one before. My forging skills aren't the best. I'm still fairly new at it. So we'll see where it gets us. Let's get into it. So here we are right after the quench, and we're going back to the belt grinder to grind in the final bevels. One thing that I wanted to talk about that I ran into some trouble with is after the quench, I realized that the blade had quite a bit of decarburized steel on the outer layer, and it's not something that I've encountered very much. Normally there's a little bit, and you can use a file to remove it before testing the hardness. Well, this particular one, I had to remove a lot before I got down to hard steel. And so I'm not sure what kind of steel it is, and it's new to me, but it's something to be aware of and something that I thought I would put in the video. If you're like me and you like to use stuff that you find, such as coil springs, leaf springs, files, or whatever, that it's something to keep in mind, that might happen to you. I was pretty close to requenching this blade, and I'm glad that I didn't, because once I removed that decarburized steel, I realized that it was skating a 6D Rockwell file. Anyway, just thought I would share that. Here we're doing a time lapse of the glue up. There's really not a whole lot going into this. There's 4 different pieces, I guess 5 if you count the pin. Got G10, a couple of different liners, and then the piece of winge, or wingy, or wingay, whatever you want to say. Now we're to the part where just kind of running through a time lapse of shaping the handle. This was actually quite easy to do with the tool rest, and the handle turned out really good. It's probably something that I'll try again here in the future with other handles. Well, there you have it. There's a knife made from my coil spring from my car. The Hyundai blade. The Hyundai Santa Fe knife. Kind of cool. Definitely a unique profile. Kind of like a Warncliffe long, stretchy claw type of blade. Definitely going to be a good slicer. I was just testing it a minute ago. Cuts paper really well. I could see this being really good for like cardboard boxes maybe. Tomorrow out in the yard, I'm going to cut some firewood and branches and different things with it. I'm really curious to see how the edge holds up over a little bit of abuse. As it's a new steel to me, I'm curious as how it will do. And for the most part, I think that this thing was a fun build. And it's definitely unique in the shape and also the handle. As you saw in the clip before, this handle was actually incredibly easy to shape out. Probably more so than most of the other ones. Handles with straight lines or facets like this, kind of easy to be honest. You put the work rest up to the belt grinder, you get it set, and then you just push it up against the blade and run it along, and then tilt it and keep doing this. And it took me about 8 minutes to shape this handle. Now I could keep going a little bit more as it sticks out a tiny bit up here, and this is a little better here. It's a little closer to the size of the bolster, but you know, I don't really have any plans for this knife. This is something I made just for myself and for content as well. So I think it's pretty cool, and I hope that it will hold up. I'll be curious to see how that works. I'll grab the YouTube light here, and hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit better anyway. If I can get the right light on it. There you go. You can kind of see the wood there. That's winge. I called it winge. People corrected me and said it's wingy. Excuse me. Or wingay, or whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. And it is really kind of a cool wood. It's got really awesome grain to it, and it works well with the black. I really like that look. So anyway, it's something that's really cool, and I'll definitely be using it again on another knife. So there, take that. Anyway, Really hope that you guys liked the video. Hope you got some entertainment or learned something from it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, too, you might notice I've got my own shirt here. I've got the Frenchie Forge logo that I use on my knives on a shirt. Kind of cool, I suppose. I'm a pretty easygoing guy. It's never really about, hey, look at me. And, you know, it's just not my style. I always saw other people and their merch on YouTube and thought, yeah, that's kind of silly, whatever. But I say that, I own 2 t-shirts from 2 other YouTubers and the hat that I'm wearing from Elijah at Fire Creek Forge. So, you know, it's kind of cool. Anyway, I was thinking about making some more of these and potentially posting them on our online store that we have currently on Etsy. Let me know in the comments, would you buy a shirt? Would you even want to have this shirt? Maybe, maybe not. I'm actually making them myself with a Cricut maker, and yeah, it's kind of cool. I got the big logo on the back, and yeah, kind of cool to have your own shirt, I suppose. So anyway, let me know what you think about that, and drop a comment in below about the knife and what you think about that. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like the video, share it with somebody, subscribe, and hit the darn bell so you get notified. Just do it already. I don't know why you would, but maybe you want to. If you don't, it's okay too, but it's there if you want it. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and we'll catch you guys here soon with another build at Frenchie's Forge. The OG signing out. Peace.